rip off the Band-Aid and challenge the horse. Just spray the horse with the water. Do whatever that is to just say, okay, we're going to accomplish this feat today. Do that, and your horse advances, you advance, but you have to understand enough about training and how horses think to know when it's time to do that and when the horse is ready to do that. Because if you do that and the horse isn't ready, then you're making the problem worse. It's a fine line there. For today's horse rack video, I talked briefly about this in the live this past Thursday, but I want to elaborate on it a little bit more. I was messaging with somebody over in the UK, and he was having some issues with his horse and telling me about what he was doing to try to work with those issues. And what I realized, and I think this is something that many non-pro riders do, is they felt like they were working the issues, but in actuality, they were working around the issues. They were inadvertently avoiding those issues. And let's say I'm rinsing the horse off in the wash rack here, and the horse doesn't want to stand still. And you should spend a little bit of time applying water, taking the water away, apply water, take the water away. That's a good way to do it. But in some circumstances, you just need to spray the horse and just sit back and wait for the horse to just relax and stand and be okay with the water. And just apply that pressure, spray him. I did a video of me me rinsing off Rodeo, and that wasn't the first time I rinsed her. I rinsed her a few times before, and I had to take a different approach with her than apply water, take water away. With her, I just had to spray her, and I actually was spraying her in the face, which I know a lot of people isn't going to like. But for certain horses, that is the thing to do. I applied the pressure, and when she realized that it wasn't hurting her, it was okay, she relaxed, and basically washing was a non-issue now. And if I would have spent a lot of time spraying them, spraying the ground, spraying them, spraying the ground, and the horse would have learned a tiny little fraction of how to get me to not spray them. Or if would have got to a point and the horse not progressed, and I would not have, a lot of non-pro riders would not go ahead and push the issue and force that progression when it's the right time. And I think that's why they really inadvertently avoid things. They're not avoiding issues intentionally. I know they know the issue's there, they really want to fix the issue, but they get to a dead end and not really sure how to push the horse past the point where they're at, past that comfort zone. I know there's some horses that don't really get crazy with water spraying in their face, and you can spray here, they're fine, work their way up their neck, get to a point to start throwing their head, so you retreat back or you take the water away. And the idea is to keep spraying until their head relaxes. But what many horses will learn is if they throw their head, the water will retreat. So then actually what happens is you start spraying here and they start throwing their head sooner. Then in that situation, you're actually inadvertently avoiding the issue of what the head is, of the head not wanting to be sprayed. You're trying to work it by working its way up, but you're not really pushing the horse to, okay, we're going to accomplish this today. I know with me and most people personally, there'll be some task you want to do that for whatever, it intimidates you, it scares you, you're not really sure. There's all kinds of tasks. It could be as a child learning how to swim or jumping into a swimming pool. And sometimes there are certain things that you just have to jump in the swimming pool and just rip off the Band-Aid and get over that fear. You can do certain things to help, but if you're afraid of jumping from the side of the pool into the water, the only way to accomplish that is to just do it. And dip your toe in or sit down. There's certain things you can do that you feel like, well, I'm making it better, but really all you're doing is avoiding the issue. So with rodeo, I just sprayed her. Held the lead rope with one hand, just sprayed her and just followed her with the water. We stayed right here. She didn't do anything stupid. And in just, I don't know, 30 seconds, her feet got still. I took the water away. I patted her, and she's been easy to spray with water ever since. If you have a friend that you think needs to watch this video, share it with them. Let them see what I'm doing and might help more people. Professional trainers don't usually have this issue because they realize, okay, I've reached this level and I have to push the horse to the next level. And that's why a big part of why non-pro riders, they, in their mind, they're taking training slow, but in actuality, sometimes they're doing more harm than good because they're really not expecting that horse to learn. They're not challenging that horse. Sometimes you have to just rip off the Band-Aid and challenge the horse. Just spray the horse with the water. Do whatever that is to just say, okay, we're going to accomplish this feat today. And you do that, and your horse advances, you advance, but you have to understand enough about training and how horses think to know when it's time to do that and when the horse is ready to do that. Because if you do that and the horse isn't ready, then you're making the problem worse. It's a fine line there that professional trainers know where that line is, and a lot of non-pros don't. And that holds the non-pros back and holds the non-pros horses back. So look at the situation you're in. I know a couple of people that I message, quite a few people that message me that I know they're in that level. They need to just push on past. And one in particular just did not want to ride with spurs. I knew the horse needed spurs. I knew the issue was the horse needed spurs, but the rider didn't have the confidence. And once she finally got confidence and got on the horse with spurs, it was a non-issue. There was nothing there. The horse advanced, the rider advanced. So look at the situation that you're in, and are you really pushing the horse, advancing the horse, teaching the horse, or are you inadvertently working around an issue and avoiding the issue? If you think you might be in that situation, put it in the comments below and we'll talk about it. And I'll put a link here to the other Wednesday Wolf Strike videos. Until next time, thank you for watching. I want to thank everybody for following me on Patreon and subscribing and following me there. I have 3 levels. There's Training Insider level. For that level, you get access to all of the in-depth training videos that I put out. For the Elite level, you get access to all of those videos. Plus, you get access to all the pictures and videos that I post, what's going on daily here, so that you feel like part of the barn and you feel like part of the group here watching the training go on. And then for the Master level, you get all that, plus you get 1 free video lesson a month. If you're already subscribed, I appreciate you for following me there. And if you're considering upgrading your free membership to a paid membership, I really appreciate you doing that.